Hey there, this is 50 Shades of Glow. Gloria shouting out to you just to give you a PSA. I want you to definitely share this, tag it with, hey there, tag it, tell your wife to tell any to get on this live. I have some real great information to share with them. So, want everyone to share and tag. This is very important, and especially in the COVID. I'm no, you can't get over on me, and you got to be safe out there, y'all. So I know people are at home bored, and they going into these dating sites. I don't do dating sites. Okay, I got rid of done that. No, that's a waste of time. I don't do dating sites, but I almost, the word is almost, got. But, I'm 50 years in, like most of y'all out there, 50 years in, and been through, seen through, dealt through a whole lot of bullshit. So, unfortunately, some women get caught up, and you gotta like check your vulnerability and check your core values so you don't get caught up. But do not, number one, if I was almost God, minding my business, doing my business, on my business, and someone slipped into my DM, very nice, very cordial, complimenting, and I really blew this person off a couple times, and they were very persistent but very, very nice. And I said straight up, I don't have the time for games. I'm not looking for a pen pal. I'm not looking for a new friend. So thank you very much for the compliment, but I'm going to keep it moving. Kept coming back. Okay, no problem. So then he reached out and he said, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was scrolling through, my Instagram, and you caught my eye one. And then, when I was looking through your page, your personality and spirit is just so wonderful, and I'm just so connected to you, or whatever. He didn't say connected to me, but I really wanted to meet you because you seem like you have a great soul, a great spirit. Okay, fine. So that's another lesson too. I thought all of my security settings were like on private and everything, and I get people slipping into my DMs, but they're pretty obvious. Okay, they're pretty obvious. So, so I just delete them and keep it moving. But this person was very very persistent, very nice, very cordial, and I said, well, my kids are like, ma, don't be mean to every guy. And I'm like, people got to prove to me that they deserve to be in my space, in my in my space, in my head space, in my heart space, and in my professional space, because the type of person I am, I'm ride or die. So I want to make sure that I am, I'm connected to the right people. Made that so clear. So, we talked for a couple of days on message. And I said, okay, well, I told you clearly I do not like messaging. So give me a call. Let's have a conversation. Conveniently kind of wiggled out of that, kind of, said, well, I'm not comfortable yet, and I hope you understand, and this is that. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Because I can be a little extra. I could be a little pushy. I could be a little assertive. So I'm trying to be a nicer, gentler Gloria. So kept rolling. Nice, never asked for one thing. Very nice, very attentive, checking in, twice, 3 times a day. So his spiel, when it's usually I'm widowed and all that, he said that he he's originally from New York. No, he's not originally from New York. He's from Denmark, but he lives in New York for the last 9 years, and he's a gemologist. Impressive, gemologist. Okay, he's a gemologist, and but he is on contract in North Cyrus since February, and he should be back. He was supposed to be back earlier, but with all this COVID, it delayed him. So he should be back. He gave me exact time, 18 days. He should be back 18 days. He said he was divorced and he had one grown child in med school. This is that. Sounds fine. No red flags, but I'm always looking for the shoe to drop. So, also, he was fine. Like, oh my God, he was fine. He was fine. Fine. Like, fine. Oh my God, he was fine. So, but very polite. I said, okay, all right. Well, maybe all stuff that I've gone through, I'm finally getting my rights due. So, he wanted to switch over to Hangouts, and I'm like, that word Hangouts, it's not a good connotation when they want to go from one thing to the other. So I kind of rolled back on doing the Hangout thing and avoided it. But he would still check in. How you doing? How's your day? I'm doing this. I'm on lunch, and this is that. And, he was very forthcoming with information. He wasn't one word answers. Anything that I would ask, he would answer. So I was like, okay. So I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop. Everyone's telling me I'm being a pessimist. So, a day or two goes by, and I finally say, okay, because he kept asking me, are you going to get on Hangout or are you not interested? I was like, okay, let me be a good sport, and I'll get on Hangouts. So got on Hangouts, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a message site too. So what's the difference? And he said that he talks to his daughter in Canada through Hangouts. So Hangouts is much better or whatever. I'm like, okay, still messaging. I need to talk to you. I need to see and talk to you. Okay. So, he's like, whatever. And I said, no, people are crazy out here, blah, blah, blah. He was very agreeable, very understanding. No, I definitely get you. And, that's how I am. And this is that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, next day goes, and he sends me, nice messages saying, what he's retiring after this project, and he's been divorced for 4 years, and he's been lonely over the last 4 years. He really wants to reconnect, finish his what's the name of it? His bucket list and travel again, because he has worked so much over the years. He really never had time to enjoy himself, his family, or his child. So he wants to do that now in his last days, and he's looking for a companion. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm a companion because I ain't trying to get married again. So I was like, okay, this sounds good. Oh my gosh. Sounds too good. So, but still, my kids said, Ma, chill, go with the flow. So I'm trying to go with the flow. So, we're talking, and he says, yeah, this is that. He goes into whatever. And I said, okay, well, we could try to do this or whatever. And he was like, well, would you mind if I sent you some flowers just to, solidify our friendship, to start off our friendship? Hopefully it goes into a relationship. And I was like, wow, okay, a guy knows how to date. I haven't experienced that since before I got married, because I don't know what's going on out here, y'all brothers. Okay. I just don't understand. So I was like, okay, all right, roses, and okay. So he says, yeah, well, I'm going to have them wired. This is that. Okay. So I'm, still cautious. Told him I'm cautious. Told him clearly, I am very cautious about who is in my personal space, my brain space, and I will choose extremely wisely and cautiously because of, just my experience in life. I definitely understand that. Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay. So, we talk, and we talk certain times of the evening. But in the back of my head, I just not feeling comfortable. This telephone and face and FaceTime thing, it got to be addressed. So I think it was yesterday. The first day I got on Hangouts. All of this is quick. I think he reached out to me last Tuesday. So I'm not going to waste my time with people. I don't have that type of time. So yesterday I finally got on Hangout, told him, and then I sent him a message and said, yeah, I really don't see the difference between Hangout and IG, DM. I'm confused. But I do see these cute little icons. And why don't you send me a quick selfie of yourself so I know who I've been talking to? I want to be catfished. Wink, wink, LOL. So 3 minutes later, I see an image. It's a selfie of him. I said, okay. I was like, okay. So, all right, he checked the box. All right. 2 minutes after that, I get a phone call, and it's from Turkey. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. And he's calling. Okay. He's passing the litmus test. So I pick up. He was like, hey, Lady G, how you doing? What you think I'm catfishing? I said, I don't know. You could be a Nigerian woman. I don't know. So we laughed. This is that. So he's like, well, I just wanted to check in. You got my picture. This is that. I said, okay, cool. So I'm chilling, but still in the back of my head. So y'all, please stay off. Stay off the dating sites. That's number one, because they're not going to waste your time. It's a whole bunch of folks trying to get over on you. So this is definitely not a good time in your boredness to get on dating sites. This happened to me. I wasn't on a dating site. I'm not on any dating site. Okay. This was someone that slipped into my DM and tried to play me. Okay. So I'm like, okay, so everything's cool. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, that phone, that FaceTime. So you know what G did, like from day one, you guilty till you proven innocent. So I was Googling the name, Googling everything that he told me. He said he lived in Soho. He had a place in Soho. Okay, Soho. Okay, I'm from New York. So I know how Soho get down. You say you're a gemologist and you're like a director or over something. So it all made sense. And he said he was 60. So it just all made sense. So I'm like, okay, so he probably got a little dough. Okay, he comfortable. Okay. So this morning I think he sent me a message early because the time difference is real different. So I had noticed in a couple of our conversations, he would reach out, we would be talking, and then he wouldn't respond for like an hour or two. And I'm like, that's so weird. I thought you were getting up to go to work. So he's like, oh, no, well, I was sleeping or whatever the case is. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I thought you was getting up to go to work at this time. So I'm confused. I'm always confused, okay? Wink, wink. I'm always confused. Please explain what's going on, So, but, everything was cool. He continued to kind of, handle his business. So this morning, I said, should I ask about that phone or should I just chill? Just chill. So I tried to chill. I couldn't chill. So usually he reaches out to me about noon. He didn't reach out to me. Huh. That's interesting. After last night, you were sending me, this is that, blah, blah, blah. You're supposed to be on my tip. I know when a man wants a woman. And I'm like, okay. But, I don't know what he does at work. So, chill, Gloria, chill. So, he sends me a message about 1:30. Hey, sweetie, pretty, or whatever. How you doing? Boo. Then another issue I have, and this is just a personal for me, okay? When you're first meeting me, I have a government name. I'm not queen. I'm not beautiful. I'm not pretty. I'm not sweetie. My name's Gloria. I call you by your name in a respectful manner until we get to don't. So, I had to check that kind of early on too. But he went and called me Gloria, but then went back to the sweetie, pretty, all that type of stuff. So if guys are watching this and you think that got game and impresses women, it don't. Maybe somebody 20 years old. But people over 40, that really doesn't impress us. Please call us by, put respect on our name. So, yeah. So, I asked him about the flowers, and he said, yeah, I already set it up, and they're supposed to reach out to you. This is that. But you're not giving me any specifics. Okay. I was born at night, not last night. Okay. But I'll let that bro. Okay. So then I said, well, he said I could always ask him anything. So I asked, I have a question. He's like, sure, what's up? I said, I'm really having a problem with why we're not on the phone and FaceTiming. I said, you are forthcoming, this is that, but when it comes to that, I just can't get it. And I said, it's so many dating scams now. It's a lot of dating scams. You got to be careful. So then he snaps back and says, oh, well, because I didn't expect him to respond back. Like, oh shit, I'm busted. But he responded. I said, okay, let me see how he responds. And he responds and he says, I don't know why you feel that way or whatever, something to that effect. Or I can understand why you feel that way or whatever, but I cannot call you every hour of the day. So we doing that. Are we doing that? Are we doing that? Women should have PhDs in psychology. Are we doing that? You trying to spin it. You trying to do the reverse psychology. I'm 55. I have been played by the best, honey. I have been played by the best. I have my PhD in bullshit, okay? So, I was like, okay, that's what we doing. Okay. So I said, you know what? Well, I want you to prove me wrong that I'm wrong about this. That I'm all wrong about this. Have not heard from him. So the moral of the story is if you have not got it already, protect yourselves, women. We over 50 were vulnerable. relationships, and we're kind of used to that and used to how it used to be. And unfortunately, it's not like that anymore. It's so much game out here and with internet. So we really got to be careful and protect our hearts, protect our minds, protect our souls, protect our body. And they're out to get you, because we had some great conversations. And as I mentioned before, up until this point, he didn't ask me for one thing. Not one thing. But he did ask me, oh, well, what type of businesses do you do, or did you have, or something like that? So, I told him this is that. So I kept saying, well, he can be a scammer because I ain't got it. I don't got anything. Okay, I'm trying to recover from post divorce cleanup nonsense. So this dude gotta be legit, because I ain't got no, like, I ain't got no money. Okay, but they out there, and he didn't care whatsoever. So, ladies, fine, fabulous, and over 50, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Put your IGs, put your social medias on private, so you do not get those slipping DMs, because obviously they're no good. If they're not connected to you some type of way, and it's just some random person coming in to want to be a friend or whatever, no, don't do it. And definitely, because I've done POF, I've done Elite, I've done all of those, that nonsense. And POF is a cesspool. It's a cesspool. So protect yourselves, ladies. This is Gloria 50 Shades of Glow, just giving you a PSA of during this quarantine, COVID, and when you're at home on a computer alone and you want to have some company. So does everyone else, for the wrong reasons. Peace out. Check me also at Atlanta Car Lady. I'll talk to you later. Yes, in